We have the Pokemon Horizons event going on, and this is going to be exciting because we have a brand new Pokemon making its debut in 7 Km Egg. So we're going to go over the top tips, tricks, and strategies to make sure you guys take full advantage of this event in Pokemon Go. So welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go. Are you guys excited for 2 new custom Pokemon to make their debut in the game? Well, whether or not you like it or not, they are coming, and we have the Pikachu with the Captain Hat, which is a very exciting experience paired with the bonus of increased shiny chances for this Pokemon. And not only that, we have Florigato with a hat on as well. That's going to be a shiny potential in the game as well. So that one also has increased shiny chances. We are going to be getting half incubator distance when putting eggs on in your incubators, which is very exciting. So for that, always guys, whenever I see reduced incubator distance, I always think 12 kilometer eggs, stacking up the 12 kilometer eggs and hatching those eggs for bonused Stardust. Always a good practice to be able to do, and then always be able to receive that Stardust. Not only that, there's one more bonus going on during this event, and that's going to be increased rocket activity. So if you do want those eggs, there's going to be an easy way to be able to get it because you have more rockets. I like how this bonus is paired. This is a really well thought out bonus, especially with that half incubator distance. And I just want to give a big shout out to Pokemon Go for finally listening that when we have egg events, that we're pairing it with half incubator distance so that we can all hatch more eggs easier, right? I think that's a great thing to be able to pair. It makes sense. And also there's going to be a Pokemon debut in the game, and that's going to be Tinkatink. So it goes from Tinkatink to Tinkatuff to Tinkatonk. It's going to be 25 candy and then 100 candy in their respective evolution. And also in the 7 Km Eggs, we're going to be getting Elekid, we're going to be getting Hatenna, we are going to be getting Sharkadit or Sharkadet. I don't know which one it is, to be honest with you guys. Let me know what it is in the comments below. And then finally, we will have the Tinkatink in there as well. So 7 Km Eggs, you're going to get those from your friends list. If you do have the month of April bonus, you're going to be able to open more gifts. So if you do want to churn through a lot of these, great time to do so. I personally do not have a shiny Sharkadit, which I would love. This is the Elekid. So in the last event, we had the Magby in the eggs, which kind of didn't really make too much sense to me, but maybe it's something in the main series games I don't quite understand. But now we have Elekid. So for me personally, I am thinking that in the near future, we might get a Comday Classic of Electabuzz and Magmar. Reason being is we both see these ones going on, and then during that event, those babies will be hatching. So for me, whenever I kind of like see some type of thing popping up where I'm like, oh, well, there's an event with the Dragon event in April, and it's featuring Jangmo-O. And to be even more specific for real game relevance, when we were doing the city safaris, there was Jangmo-O featured as a kind of another way to be able to get that shiny. And people like that shiny, it's a cool Pokemon. But then in June, we should have Comday, which then makes it a whole lot less desirable. So you can use the desirability of these Pokemon before you release them in mass to everybody. And on Comday, when we did have the Magmar and Electabuzz, I was able to hatch shinies of those babies back in the day. And my buddy Joseph, I believe, even hatched a Shundo Elekid, and that was such a cool hatch. So Tinkatink 100% IV will be $491, Elekid will be $689, and then finally Sharkadit is $418 as always. There's also mentioned that there's going to be surprise encounters, so please make sure to go into your buddies and take those snapshots so you can be able to get those encounters. And then also Volt Switch will be on the Pikachus that you do catch in the wild, which then leads us into the wild spawns. Pikachu will be the rarer of the spawns in the wild. So yes, Pikachu will be spawning in the wild, but it will not be as frequent, but this one is very desirable, so please make sure to hunt this one, but it'll also be featured in raids. In the wild, we're going to be getting Quagsire. Quagsire will be ranked 50 in the Great League with Mudshot, Aquatail, and Stone Edge at a 0-15-14. Also, there's going to be Shuckle, Slugma, Nosepass, Snorunt, which in the Great League for Frostlass is going to be ranked 93 with Hex, Shadow Ball, and Avalanche at a 0-15-15. Sprigatito, Florigato will also be spawning in the wild. That is awesome. There is going to be also the starters as well, which is going to feature Sprigatito, with also Quaxley as well as Fuecoco. And then we will also be getting Pawmi as well, which does not have a shiny yet. And then we have the Skeledurge in the Ultra League that's going to be ranked 23 with Incinerate, Torch, Song, and Shadow Ball at a 0, 15, 15. And then in the Master League, it's ranked pretty good too, at rank 85. And then we're gonna have the raids. So in the 1-star raids, you will be able to get the Pikachu. So if you do want to raid for the Pikachu, you can. We're also gonna have Chansey in those 1-star raids, as well as Rockruff. In the 3-star raids, we're gonna be featuring Alolan Muck. We'll be featuring the Charizard, Metagross, as well as Florigato. So Metagross and Charizard, I don't really suggest that you guys ever raid for these Pokemon because they do have Megas. While the Mega Metagross is not out yet, eventually it will be. So why raid for this Pokemon now when you could conserve that type of dedication, unless you really need the hundo or something like that? Still not my favorite thing to try to raid for hundos. I don't think it's the most effective way. Calm Days, playing field research, Calm Day Classic, which we've had for Beldum, and you've caught plenty of them. Hopefully you've traded a ton and got the hundo from that trade. But I just think that it's way better to combine all of these things. Like a Mega Raid is going to get you the encounter, it's going to get you Mega Energy, and it's more productive than just raiding for it solo right now. And additionally, once the Megas do come out, all the Shinies are available, and right now, Shiny Metagross is not even available from raids. Charizard is though, so I mean, once again, Charizard Mega Raids, much more effective than here. And besides that, we are also going to be getting some field research, so let's jump in. Yodi, are you hot?
And we have the research. It's going to be explore 2 kilometers for 1500 Stardust. I mean, if you can collect 3 of them, it's decent. Then we have hatch an egg for 402 on the Captain Pikachu. Stoked on that one. We have defeat 2 Team Go Rocket Grunts for another 1500 Stardust. So there's a lot of Stardust to be gained out there. And then trade a Pokemon, which can also be a Pikachu. And then as far as the free timed research, it's going to be catch 10 Pokemon, take a snapshot with your buddy, defeat a Team Go Rocket Grunt, spin 5 Pokestops or gyms, which is going to give you 500 Stardust each. Then we're going to get a Sprigatito, 1000 XP, and 500 Stardust. Stage 2 will be catch 10 Pokemon, complete 3 field research tasks, and explore 2 kilometers, all for 500 Stardust. Fuecoco, 1000 XP and 500 Stardust. And then we have the Stage 3, which is catch 10 Pokemon, defeat 2 Team Go Rocket Grunts, spin 10 Pokestops or gyms, all 500 once again for a Quaxley, 1000 XP and 500 stars. And then stage number 4, we have catch 7 different species of Pokemon, complete 5 field research tasks, hatch 2 eggs, all for 1000 Stardust. And we get a Captain Pikachu encounter, 4000 XP and 2500 Stardust. And then the $5 add-on research is going to be take a snapshot with your buddy for a Tinkatink. We're going to use 5 berries to help catch Pokemon for 10 raspberries. Catch 10 Pokemon for 15 Ultra Balls. Use 10 berries to help catch Pokemon. Is going to be 10 Pineapple Berries. Spin 10 Pokestops or gyms for 15 Ultra Balls. Catch 20 Pokemon for an Incubator. Hatch 2 eggs for another Tinkatink. We're going to get the 5 Tinkatink candy, a Tinkaton Hammer Pose, and then we will get the 3000 Stardust. So good luck, guys. Make sure to do as many Pikachus encounters as you can. Remember, they do have a shiny boost.
All right, guys, so that is the event. Biggest takeaways: get the shiny costumed Pokemon for 1. For 2, take full advantage of the 7-kilometer eggs being at half incubator distance, especially those 7-kilometer eggs. So grateful for that half incubator distance. Take full advantage of the Team Rockets. Remember, there are some good Pokemon out there. I highly suggest you guys fight the Roar Grunts whenever you see them. Those are great shiny shadow potentials. And even for the one that isn't, which is the Gibble, remember it's Gibble, it's Bagon, and then it's Dratini. 2 of them are shinies. Gibble is not. Eventually it will have a shiny shadow, but it's also a very functionally sound Pokemon. All 3 of those Pokemon are extremely effective if you get good IVs. So there's not a bad Pokemon in that Dragon Grunt. It is not the most common grunt at all, but it is definitely worth going after. So thank you guys for being here as always. Love and appreciate you guys. I'm gonna see you out on the next video. Peace.
I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.